Boy bands are like bushfires. They're hot as hell and they burn off the old ones to allow for new growth. And with the demise of One Direction, it's time for a new dawn. And they're called Why Don't We? The American group are made up of Daniel, Zach, Corbin, Jonah and Jack. I don't really want no trust fund, baby. I like my women independent. Trust Fund Baby has been their biggest hit yet. Written by mate Ed Sheeran, the song went to number 3 on the US iTunes chart and has scored more than 50 million streams online. With more than 3 million fans following their every move on Instagram, the boys are fresh from their first US tour. And now they're here for their Aussie debut. So why don't we get on with it?
Would you please welcome Corbin, Jonah, Daniel, Zach? That's them contained too.
Yeah.
You should have heard them in the praise.
I just wondering, you guys are kind of you're teenagers yourselves and you're travelling the world. Do you?
We're all like 28, 29.
28, 29?
Yeah.
Wow. How do you moisturise?
I don't.
Do you ever actually get desensitised to the piercing scream of teenage girls?
Not yet, I fall asleep to it every night.
Meditation.
Your name is Why Don't We? Is that the beginning of a question or is it a thought?
I mean, it's kind of however you want to interpret it. Like, why don't we, you know, go to the store? Or why don't we make a band?
Yeah. Why don't we have an alcohol-free beer? Yeah. Why don't we do that? Yeah. I'm here, yeah. With the kids. I'm with the kids.
Jeez, you changed your tune the minute they showed up, didn't you?
These guys can't drink in America, so they might be
you go.
We're really in the mood for some non-alcoholic.
You were all individual singers before joining forces like a boy band Avengers. How did it all come about? You're not a boy band, though, are you?
No,
Correct me. You're a man band.
I have the answer to the facial hair.
Yeah. So how does it all happen? How did you all come together?
So, as you said, we were all solo artists, and we eventually met each other through touring as solo artists, so we became really good friends. And one day we decided to go to LA to hang out and just like jam out together, and when that happened, magic was made, and we're like, yo, why don't we make a band?
Why don't we do it?
Yeah.
As I said to these guys, yo, why don't we make a new show? This is it.
Here we are.
Exactly the same story.
Now, I myself met my favourite boy band. I'm going to use the phrase boy band, but the Backstreet Boys a few weeks ago in Las Vegas. You think you'd hear what screaming teenagers sound like? Try screaming 30-year-old women. We got very excited.
We did a show with them one time.
Did you?
And so it was fun.
They were awesome. Did you have a favourite boy band until you guys formed your own crew?
Yeah, the Beatles.
The Beatles,
Yeah,
for sure.
Hey, whoa.
They're a man band, aren't they? Not a boy
No,
band?
I mean, they're an incredible band, but are they technically a boy band?
I mean,
I think so.
They're boys in a
They're
band.
a group of
Boys in the band. Checkmate, Wally.
There's such a stereotype
That's true.
around what a typical boy band is, and you know, the Beatles. I mean, I would consider them a boy band just because it's like you got some boys in a band. It's like, but there's a stereotype around it. You think, okay, 5 boys singing like cheesy love songs, like
We're here to
you know
Why
what I
not
mean?
have a girl in your group?
I
We
mean,
definitely could.
well,
Anybody want to?
that could have
We
happened.
actually do. We have Zach.
Listen, man, listen, he puts his hair in buns.
If you're trying to say you want to join, we
Oh,
can
mate,
talk.
you haven't heard me sing. You don't want me to. I do have some good dance moves, though. I do, yeah.
Okay.
Bands always have to look after their fans. We've got some very excited fans here. Are you going to chat to them after the show?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
We haven't passed that, run that past your managers, but we will. Thanks, Peter.
Let's all get to know you guys. I'm going to ask you some questions, and I want some quick fire responses. Okay? Okay. Who in the band is the biggest party animal?
All of us.
This one?
Daniel.
What?
I think
Daniel.
Daniel's a partier, bro.
Thank
Bro,
you.
I'm a partier. Come on.
Come on!
We all like to have fun.
Yeah, no, we all party. It's fun.
Your part. Okay. Who's the best musician? Whoa! Hey guys, it's not deal or no deal, okay?
Daniel's like a prodigy. If you handed him like if you handed him a fork, he could play it.
Can we get a fork, please? Can we get a fork? Who falls in love the easiest? Jack.
Hey, I just reckon you should just ask them.
Okay, who is the group dad? Is that right?
That's correct. More than we do.
They know. And who's?
Well, this is a risky one to
I love
ask
this.
them.
Is my favourite question of the night. I love it.
This always happens, guys. You cannot deny this. Happens to the Beatles. Who is the first one who's going to go solo?
Hey, who said Jack? Get out of here.
I don't know. We're not like in that mindset right now at all. It's just like we're focused on this and.
Yeah.
And we weren't thrown together like a lot of bands were. We were just friends that wanted to make a band. So why would you make a band to not be a
Just
band?
between
You know?
us, though, who's going to break it?
I think it's Jack. I
Being a
think it's
band
Jack.
is way more fun than being
better.
solo. Though we were all solo before this, and it's just like it's not the same. I mean, now you get off stage and you got 4 other guys who just did the exact same thing you did, so you can chat about it. You can
amount of
experience that same
inside
moment
jokes.
together, which is like really powerful because not everybody gets to do what we do. So.
Well, love your time here. Have so much fun together in Australia. Why Don't We's album, 8 Letters, is out on Friday. To find out where you can see them, head to the links page on our website. Would you please thank Why Don't We?
Being here, coming up next is Australian Survival.
Good night.
Previously on Australian Survivor, it is time to drop your buffs. Alliances were thrown out the window.